Hey, did you know that over 60% of small businesses in the United States never break even? They don't make any money, and actually most of them actually lose money. And so in this video, I want to share a few of the root causes why this happens and what you can do to avoid being one of those. So like I said, this is the US alone. Just think about how many entrepreneurs in the world that are suffering in silence, who have lost dreams, whose family members are affected, that live in a constant state of fear and anxiety. And I know because I've been there myself. So when you consult and coach with so many clients, you start to see patterns. You also start to see that there are so many symptoms, so many problems that companies are dealing with, but behind them there are actually only a handful of root causes, that if you were to fix the root causes, you wouldn't have so many other problems. So I want to share what some of those root causes, those root problems are. So the first root cause that I see so many businesses struggling with is failing to understand that you need to be building a brand. Like, always be building a brand, because it's so difficult, if not impossible, to differentiate only on the level of product or service in today's world. You need to build a strong brand and you need to be recognized. If people don't know you exist, they can't buy from you. And if they don't know what you stand for, why they should choose you, beyond the product and the service, it's going to be very difficult for you in the long term. So another root cause that I see almost everywhere is the inability to choose who you're going to focus on in terms of customers. Who is your ideal customer, and how can you understand more about them than anyone else? That is really the foundation for value creation. If you don't understand who they are, if you don't understand about their lives and their aspirations and their dreams and their fears, you're not likely going to build something that really feels relevant and really creates value for them. So another root cause that I see all the time is the inability to define how you're going to be unique in this world. Most brands, most companies, most products and services are very similar to the other alternatives out there. And the holy grail in business is to be considered the only choice. You don't want to be too similar, and that means you have to make sure that you're very well focused on a small customer segment so that you can build an extremely valuable, even an irresistible offer for these people. And so that brings me to another root cause, is that these companies that are mediocre, that fail to become the only choice or to fail to be very different, they just kind of run around and try to please everyone. And that is a major root cause behind so much failure, and this failure of never being profitable. Because, as entrepreneurs, and I know this myself, I've been guilty of this myself, you run around trying to do everything all the time. You're trying to do everything, and that means you're failing, to do something exceptional to some group of people. You're not likely going to build something that really feels relevant and really creates value for them. Because most companies, most offerings are just too similar, which makes them commodities, it makes them boring. But the trick is really to figure out how you can be the only choice for your ideal customers. When you're the only choice, there's no competition for you, really. Okay, so another root cause that I see all the time is the failure to build clear engagement strategies and tactics that ensure a constant flow of either new leads or new openings with existing clients. Because unless you do that, at some point, your business will just stall. And so having clear systems for engaging with new customers is key to the longevity of your business. Because the most powerful thing you can have is something I call a power base, which is those customers that keep coming back for more. They're more loyal, they buy more from you at higher prices and more frequency. And that is sort of that holy grail, to have people that are so happy with you that they want to come back for more. And you make sure that you continually create goodwill with these people. And so the final root cause I want to talk about is this inability to operationalize and systematize your business. And if you're an entrepreneur, you probably know what I'm talking about. So this whole idea that we run around trying to serve too many customers with too many different needs, and that we don't have a clear system, the clear set principles, decisions about who we're here to serve, how we're going to do it, how we're going to create value, and build those processes and systems to make sure that you don't have to do everything yourself, that you can actually go on vacation and have a business that runs without you. So these were the most common root causes that prevent so many businesses from ever becoming profitable and scaling. And so if you're interested in learning more, go to thefutureacademy.com and either sign up for my newsletter or better yet, check out Brand Transformation Masterclass. It's a signature program that I just designed for 6 months, teaching you all of these strategies, teaching you how to build a highly differentiated and profitable business that you can scale and grow. So check that out, and I hope to see you on the program.